Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
"18 minutes after 2, Emraso said the Ekosiisen Jumedi Bremo. It's a Tuesday afternoon, the 5th day of March 2019. Many thanks for joining us. And a day the kind of the Fidiana to high Asempa 94.7 FM. Jumedi today the Ekosiisen. It's Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, current affairs talk show. Ekosiisen Live. We are live around the world at my joyonline.com. Udiweni etre adomonline.com and so ubetimi etie dwumedie live ewo hoshan and so my stations ahodo and a airfire ewo Ekosiisen so. Into Tamale ABC Radio airfire live. Salaga ehaya Kan FM Moamu Sunyane Storm FM so and a mutie ebia onu wo break kuma haya Grow FM or Commandant Time FM and a Cruise FM Sony. Moamu Boase high OFM. Yamamunina Kwaba. Secondly, Takwadi 40 was said at 105.9 FM. Yako Amanoni, United Kingdom. Yawa Bawa Radio, Amansan Radio, Golden Beach Radio. And Africana radio stations at United Kingdom at Dawson, Udwani Etrim, US of A, Golden Radio, Worcester, Hope for Life Radio, Virginia, more Germany, a higher Sankofa Radio, Worcester. And I'm going to say somebody Fidiano Atoha. And for those of you in the US of A, good morning, good morning, good morning. More Worcester. Chiamunina Stronko, Kwame Kesse. Any and you know my cow who United Chia Stronko, Emma Munina. We are live on Facebook. Just search for Asempa 94.7 FM on Facebook. Like our page and then watch our live streaming. Francophones at Roma and the live streaming. No, Ebremo Enti or more air this moment at Dawson. You Adamu Bariatu or say watching live from Jordan. Ayiko. And Ayiko to you as well. Genesis Sam say good afternoon, Obi. Ayiko for the good work done. Listening to you live from Hamburg in Germany. My regards to Dr. Mrs. Boamanyako of Grace Homeopathic Clinic. Vida Dramina say Obi watching you live from Medina, Amma, Dubai. Wow, Medina, Amma, Dubai. Okay, we say I'm watching you live from Birmingham. Patrick Yeboah, good afternoon to you. Patrice Lumumba Oponse watching you live from Harrison in New York. Lady Smart Kuma or say I'm watching you live from Philadelphia in the US of A. Gibson Anan Campbell or say good afternoon Obi watching you live from Tamale. Nyami Adomochina, all roads lead to the northern regional capital, Tamale. And a 62nd Independence Day celebration no on Maimuni Nyadi and Yade Ebreo Efri Tamale. In the channel, so my Yeka Independence Day, Yochna Unim say Adom TV Fufuo Party no Basso. Fufuo Party. Farouk Ewatema, I was watching you live from Tiptoe Lane in Cycle. Greetings to Ma Rita Asobayere and Honorable Titus Glover, MP for Tema East constituency. Thank you. Jeffrey A. Tutu, I was watching you from Dubai, Al Riga Street in Dubai. Boniface Jacko, watching you from Sakomono Estate, or say the only taxi driver. And the more I'm sharing on Facebook Live, you're in Akwaba. And then we want to do something very different. Enra, when him say, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, and a Joy Business journalist back when I was one of the editors of Joy Business, George Wiafi Edi Nkomo. It was quite an extensive interview. Now, amongst other things, Papa Edin Sembi Etudra say Africa as a continent, especially was sub-Saharan Africa, say yanshi na unemployment in Sensem to me and so on. By 2020 econo, a likely say uprising ebeba. The youth will rise up. Na Ochiremua, West Africa especially. And can say a prediction by divine authority. It's not just a imuodu. And some Archbishop Ekaye in that interview. And besides that, was also concerned about a governance system. No, can be say or may as a yemua chedodo. Na Osha asorim emuache and along partisan lines into NDC MPP into the country is split down the middle and a problem on office is ye betimi aswanoa e was seeing some kind of a coalition government of a sort now at least yama won 20 to 25 years to govern and put things in place rather than 4 years be an election 4 years be an election or say along this path I am to say we are definitely going nowhere and yen semua generate another huge discussion but we yen saka Al-Wahab studio ha ono ye international diplomatic consultant or a diplomatic advisor to the special envoy of Serbia on African affairs, diplomatic advisor to the special envoy of Serbia on African affairs, or a diplomatic consultant for NCH and We Care for Humanity, a UN platforms. Nimu Bako Enono. He's also diplomatic consultant for Gabon on Russia and Israeli investment. Ain't he? So yeah, Sheyan sub-region and the probability of an uprising in the sub-region or one of the go-to people I bet me akoho na ya jono na dwenchre and enye no nko beyond way ochinana Ghana di 62 years. What is wrong with our system? What is wrong with our politics? What is wrong with our governance? And of course, me nipa bi I would want to always look at the brighter side of life. Inti 62 years, yentimi nkasa asoman no, yentimi nye hwe kra. Inti what are the good things? Nyoma ben na wo a wutie me se o kai efa Ghana ho e mo wani je. So we are Ghana. Please share those with us as well. At least let's also look at the brighter side as we complain about Nyoma Enkoye, surely you're achieving Nyoma as a country. And the more I'm sharing on Facebook, you can come through with your thoughts. What do you think are the things I achieve as a country? Say we are Ghana. Your WhatsApp line is 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. WhatsApp line or share on Facebook. You can post your comments there. On Twitter, follow our live tweet. Handle me at Asempa947. Instagram so Asempa 94.7 FM. Shannon so. And round so when him say chairman of Oswampo for NDC national chairman ko PMO police CID. Charges and 9 and a police chemo or mu investigate. Number 1 a threat of harm. Number 2 a conspiracy to commit harm. Number 3 assaulting public officials, and number 4 rioting. Bail condition 400,000 Ghana cedis. Nipa me understand the sureties a day a man. No, that's where we are for now. According to the lawyers, Thursday and there was a science echo before the police CID. Intiane what we do and say menya lawyers mpanyefo bi ni won wedi nkomo na ya hwe charges a police for prefer against tape ababeto you say a correlation be a match. How far can the police go with some of these charges? You be this nkomo ni na wie Ekosiisen. And to join us with your thoughts, African Queen Mackerel, Echelon Engineering Limited, CB Men and Women Capsules, may hear some segment, and so say the money Cap Farm this Cap Farm Ghana Limited, SIPS Alata Semina, or my boy made me hear some segment, Bremo, your Provident Achedi promo, Kojak Pharma Limited, Trelidor Ghana, Franco Trading Enterprise, Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules, and Ostec Properties, and you make a boy made Ekosiisen Bremo. And on the Meko, Aquacoma, Al-Wahab, Aquaba, near me here some segment, no, Ashe, I see way as him here at that in Yakoma, so into Monshan and so. Am I Al-Wahab, Aquaba Boko dear?
Pachani, Biaboko.
Afisha Panzo, Afimu in Shai.
More fervent.
Great. Going through profile, no, quite an interesting CV. Diplomatic advisor to the special envoy of Serbia on African affairs. And the special envoy of Serbia, based in Ghana, and that's what Serbia.
Or Serbia, but then he is in charge of the whole, any issues, any diplomatic issue, international relations between Serbia and the African continent.
The African continent,
and,
okay.
He's in the name of Uwe Zeps. Uwe Zeps.
Oh.
He's the special envoy. To the Serbia government on African, the whole African affairs.
Closer to the mic.
Okay.
And diplomatic consultant for, is it NCH, right?
WCH.
WCH.
Yes.
That we care for humanity.
Humanity, that's right.
And also a UN platform.
Yeah, it's the biggest NGO, one of the biggest NGO in the world that operates on the UN platforms. All our programs or their programs is only, that is where they reward the GOD Awards, which is called Global Officials of Dignity Awards. You remember, I said last 2 years, some Ghanaians were selected.
Yeah.
Dr. Kwame, Osei Kwame, and then Enesofori.
Okay.
And then, what's the name? Honorable Akumpreko in Japan. And then the people that were selected, I think Jerry Rawlings was part, His Excellency, the former president, and Otum for another people. That is where people who have done greater things for humanity in the world. Every year, there is the We Care for Humanity. It is a program, it is an NGO that holds the GOD Awards. These people are assembled at the UN platforms and they are rewarded for the work for humanity.
Okay.
And then it is Princess Amori. Last 2 years, you remember, I brought Ghana here, the first woman's president of Ecuador.
Oh, Ecuador. First woman president.
I brought Rosalia last year. Rosalia Atiga. I brought her, and then I brought also Nepalese. Okay, and Nepalese Prime Minister. I brought him.
Okay.
Santa Fox was to come. That is the former Mexican president. He could not come. There were dignitaries, Medi Omoba Krumha, when they came to announce. Say Dr. Kwame Despite.
Okay.
We came here to give them, to validate the winning of that being called up by the world. Say Omzusono, Juma Omoyema Humanity. They were called, and indeed they all went to the UN General Assembly and they were rewarded. It was mine, and I've been, if you check, I've been the diplomatic advisor that advises the GOD and the WCH.
That's interesting. And see, if you say. And nam so me no, you are probably the best person we can speak to on sa issues. See, one, youth unemployment and the resultant effect on your governance system as a country and across the continent. By your premise in common on in Sema Archbishop Aka. Say as a continent ya youth unemployment mebua eni adwuma ye yanhwe en create jobs ama won amfa inclusive policies ama ye bema won feel part of system a ekoso na anhwe after 2020 uprising be said you see in the Arab Spring ebeba wanya specific on country cro but I will say Africa, sub of the Sahara and especially West Africa. from Unshemu ne addition Westiano, a idea possible. Say, yeah, limit to West Africa and Ghana in particular. Bibi Sabet me.
Okay. Mamincha tier 4.
Tier 4 also.
The whole African continent, we have 56 mainland.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Out of the 56, I've had the opportunity to travel 54. I know 54 African countries. So I solidly understand the African continent. And then I can close my eyes and port every border between every country in the on the African continent.
The NDC national chairman officially President Adom Akufo-Addo ne request say anka parties MPP ni NDC in share on the issues of vigilantism ne ade na omonhwe into ase ye ne director of communications said in komoma o share yembo say ade a president ever responded na or responding so obema na public president reply to NDC national chairman no, from the Martin that letter no aye ready enche yebekan ama munyina amwate the president response to the NDC national chairman. This is what mefidien na ya we Ekosiisen so when we get the letter in the next few minutes now mekan the president reply to the national chairman of the NDC meeting with the NPP vigilantes and seminar in the mefidien na ya we will get you that the details of our letter no, in a moment. Al-Wahab me pacho to asomami.
Okay. So 54 countries that I've visited. I know the French League countries and then the 4 League Portuguese countries on the continent of Africa. Angola, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, and then which one of them? And then Sao Tome and Principe.
Sao Tome and Principe.
These are the 4 League.
Okay.
The rest in here either English, Spanish, or only one, which is Guinea Equatorial.
Yeah, Equatorial Guinea.
The rest are shared between the French and the English.
Yeah.
And then the greater part, some of them that were not shared, are the country like Ethiopia, which didn't have any colonial master, sort of. And then Eritrea, partially. But all these countries on the continent, the flashpoints had always, in most cases, English countries, French countries. Meka flashpoints are, yana, and tokwa, and etc. Why had it been possible? The man Basan said the French did not reward or give a full independence to their countries. French former citizen, country, they don't have. To some extent, it helped. To some extent, it bested off. But the English foreign there, most of the countries now English colonizing woman. The English left with either anger or the country forced them to go. One of the typical countries, Big Brother Ghana.
Okay.
One of the second biggest country, Big Brother Nigeria. Inti Obachaya historically, acquire English for grantee into Ghana independence. It was there before. The discussions was ongoing. The Confederation, the 1844 bond, etc. So when it was 1944, they started heating up. 57 now, it made possible, said they have to go. No. Ghana did a great mistake. And some of this history has to be put out there. The greatest mistake was that after the independence was granted to Ghanaians as a sovereign nation with sovereign right, with our own republic in our hand, with our country in our hand, what Ghanaian big men, let me call it politicians at that time, seek to do, my English for repatriation order, said they should leave and go and process resident permit to normal. So the English then were forced to leave, but where did they go? The Royal Army, the Royal Aircraft picked them to Dakar, Senegal, because the time was too crash, and they didn't want to go. They loved the country. So when they had left, you didn't have an accountant, you didn't have anybody, insurance, social security, SNIT. They were the English who were working their own social security because you didn't have people. Entom ko wie no nom so okay ye adwuma wo sa country we mu enti ye social security na etuatua no ye ba baje. Who was to determine how much was to go to them? At that time, Ghana's economy was more or much stronger, considering the population-wise, and was stronger than the England. Because population was just around 3-4 million thereabout.
Yeah.
And the wealth was 2 times bigger than the English wealth. The Great Britain combined. And Dom Koba nom senye, mummy social security ni onko. And I did paper sharing in some one work here. And a woman in our work here. And taking a chunk of the money away. That is one of the history of Ghana. So when Ghana's independence became nothing until there's a total liberation of mankind and every black man in any black race in any continent, and a honey problem in English for starting the saboteur tactics. They will sabotage you. And a big brother Nigeria be Johnny. And this Obesha, when they had left West Africa and went to the East African, she are setting games bia yanya makwa mama introduce you. Basketball, baseball, whatever share any hockey, any sign many also the call East of Africa. Ibia maha because Ghana, Nigeria were impatient. So we took the destiny in our own hands without thinking. And this country, the history of rush into doing things is not today. So the country to some extent may need a reverse of an entry to stabilize because one, you have everything that benefits that should support this country to be among Maka said Ghana is 10 times richer than United States of America.
USA. We
are 10 times richer than United States of America. America has oil more than Dubai, Saudi Arabia. But also the conflict of technology, and they don't want to conflict with technology because doctor oye operation back one or $50,000. What I say? Or engineer back one or call lecturer otimiji that amount at the back country in me tax. Into on conflict with the technology to oil no many pan attention in alcohol into beja oil no educate ni nationals no professionalize no mom what is called profession. So America is exporting professionals and making money on professionalism. But with the thankfully what is called mineral resources. What are the mineral resources? Water is part, drinking water. How many countries in the world, including the Arab countries, they import water to drink? Dubai otonsio awono, Qatar otonsio, Kuwait otonsio, Saudi Arabia they import drinking water, and you have massive drinking water into mineral resources, baku air water, which has serious economic viability. It means every blessed day one enumsio. And this product be aton ajiska. The amount country, they are sure country, and can rather develop water more than gold, because foolishly, excuse me, but stupidly again, Ghana. How many Ghanaians are wearing gold? Gold now come. Papa gold way. We don't have. So it has no economic viability. It is a stock of cash in a metal underground. You can leave it there. It doesn't matter. Don't let your concentration go there. But the liquid ones that will give you liquid money, that is where you have to concentrate. Now you come back to timber. Timber. Ghana photo in Konya from China, the BC Parliament House. Crazy. Is there any country in the sub-Saharan? The whole sub-Saharan country is Gabon.
Gabon.
Yes, for export. Until the world gives them a green peace, not as in animals, the green forest. Gabon jimusika millions of dollars a demaum. La dria kotakra de port. Neko hwe nua export. Na Chinese ni bepe nua Taiwanese bepe nua. No mwie no akwakoye no asa de abro no asa akoto at a high price for your parliament. Now come back to your cuckoo. You don't need 2 products to make your country rich. This is not true. I have an economic background. You don't need two products to make your country rich. United States of America, daily consumption of cocoa related product, either hair cream, drinkables or whatever, is about, they make about 81 million US dollars.
Say a
day across America, 300 million population.
Cocoa products are more fun.
Cocoa products across. Yes. And you are the leader of the quality cocoa beans the world has. You were the bigger exporter of cocoa. Until the last 8 years, La Côte d'Ivoire, with their mechanical thinking and the mechanical farming, and yet, government of Ghana hasn't got one single farm called government cocoa farm. None. And yet, you have a board called Cocoa Board. What do? Farmer oton cocoa. No the local systems, local tools. One ne ye ene ne ma. Eno de cutlass do 1 acre, 2 acre. We dua cocoa. Now we say we board of administrators, professors, legend learners, scholars, well scholarized people. What ho? We nim say government in here on run farms. But farmer no money loan. O money any incentives. Fertilizer o ton man no saka ho. Now what's your price at the amount of the beji no cocoa? Ne kwan o se wonye. Ni school wonye. And yet cocoa has taken care of this country from the time immemorial, during the time of a white man, and then post-election, independence. Till today, sadly, farmer bi enu ha odi chocolate wo Ghana da. Farmer bi enu ha ne banim chocolate.
Ada na so mutimi to bi dia na.
Ya yenko dwabo so ne yenko places. Yenko doma hinkrom he say farmer bi ba ebitima koto chocolate dia. But farmer ba epe coke anom. Farmer ba epe Fanta anom. Or per malt anom. But cocoa product Milo, farmer no amuna or Dian cocoa no. Ontimi nto Milo, Ghana villages. Near chem one farmer o Milo sini them. Nebusa Ghanaian farmer say cocoa dia near there or si minim. Do your underground investigation. Go nationwide. No kobusa Ghanaian farmer say cocoa ya de yeden. Or say this is the learned nation that we have. And if we are coming back on the topics, these are just only the excerpts of it.
Yeah.
But Archbishop Duncan Williams, he made mention of uprising to hit.
Yeah.
Uprising is long overdue everywhere on the continent. But let us not forget, say, it is also possible and it's also not possible. One, people are now tired and they feel, say, obe concentrate on my individual life. No better in corner. So the selfish approach, which is as a result of an inducement forced on us by the political legends. Enutinama obia be selfish. And it's a nipan be selfish there. Or selfish there. So in your government work, no ya. Eso obokro no this can be seen no di neba. Because everybody wants to go to the middle belt. So a country that you have only about 30 million populated nation, or fraction or yeah a juma gainfully employed, our public and civil servant is not up to 7%. In the for a country.
That's no own for private sector and count.
Listen, private sector government must carry a private sector. The public sector must be bigger than the private sector to some extent. In a country where you against own develop resources, now better on the raw. So what it means is say this country is being taken care by the private sector. And the government is lazy. They can't think and they don't want to think. Why? Because the small minority called the elites, the very few called the officials. Omiye adwuma for the state and the country Ghana no. We top class na. Oma aka ni nyina no. Omo te ho. Enti se wonu nya chance. Na de ni be secretary of ministry sa. Ne salary 600 Ghana. Obeton panta ka ho. Enti oni time ma wo a wo ba. Service will not be delivered. Enti na call ministries across board. Oba secretary bi or reception bi aton panties ka ho.
Omo nyina panties.
Obi aton ma panties. Ubako ye biem eda mpemfo ni twam omu. Because
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Professionalize your citizens. The country has the money. Consult and bring. Kofe nipa no me training. I said it this morning, but I repeat. Any part to make J school krum ha. Our knowledge, our talent be on krum e won any mathematical talent. The country Ghana post independence. School number 3 no. The early schools na no say abrofo no konia mo nko bi no. Omu ba say ombe fa say school no. Farmer ben na ne ba ko say school no bi unless by chance. Minim school a koye. So they formed a cabal. These schools, you got 2 royal schools from Kumasi. And you benya Cape Coast dia beka ho. And you benya a man so Holiko. And you benya Wesley Girls. Now bring into perspective and the poll say every Ghanaian girl, woman, I will create executive position with Kroma or school bank. And to mom called Dompoasi Secondary School, no, you don't come into the Ghana system. So we've created elite division. And the same thing was carried from generation from independent to our parliament till today. A parliamentarian looks at the face of his fellow parliamentarian and say, school ban our koye. Tell us your classmate in this August house. And to farmers man excuse me to say, Obiana no ka brofo baako, some mumu bobi. Honorable Samson here. Bodie
Samson ahi.
More than a voice Eddie. But anya onwa. But he has certain talents. But when you agree abia anko. And yet ne papa ne produce school ayi. Koko. Ne papa scan editor scholarship secretariat. And a scholarship in paying for na esama na eko. So the country is imbalanced, terribly maladjusted and terribly wrong adjusted. But then I will make a comparison with Ghana and the other continent and other countries and where we have failed woefully as a country that has been the leader of African continent. In terms of diplomacy, there is no single international pact, agreements, protocols. Ghana enye the first. So they are recognized. One Ghana president during his tenure, United Nations General Assembly, we are regarded as first. But when you come back home, how do they relate that kind of respect international community demand to our people and for that matter to have benefits on the economy? Zero. They talk during political campaign. They are not prepared to work. Let's go to the Archbishop issue. Now, also uprising. We have a population Ghana. Omkacho said 25 million as a capital lie. You draw Omko Bukum, Nipa Daoko 2 million.
Bukum.
Ko Jamestown Nipa Dahodi able to 1 million. Mepa Chwati say.
Aveno hampo.
Ko Aveno. Yeah. Ko your friend is a document ekwem ho. Now where the population in Accra. Obiti a cropon mampon now, but was here to Accra. Are you getting me? Our population in the city of Accra is running to 8.5 million, and we are still talking about 4 million. The city of Accra had only 4 exits after the colonial time, and they are not prepared to create other exits. Ofa Accra, Kumasi, or Fanko Wapim. Obako baby achobi si opanko. It was done to control coup d'etats in the time of Nkrumah. Ofa weja uni baby akobia frustration will be so. But you check it. Ukwe Eastern Regional Dodowa Road any ayi uni baby afa baby atibi abesa babefa. So they create you into the system and create congestion mamu. But ono no ba near the natural cab no no atwem. Ofa nungwa belia the same thing. But you say now why population, our population by 30 million. God so good, our youthful population is over 50%.
Yeah. So it's the average age of 19.5.
Yes. And the problem pa ni senya. Still there and then. Our youth what answer one ha or can foolish English. O problem pa ni senya. Our greater Accra ha obiti Accra ya wona ha. Masa brofo kura was on can be. Because the system is created. And what creative system, what education system, clever country that we think we are. What's education system no? What to was say no? Serious nations specialize and trained their students on 2, 3, 4 subjects without hustling. Chemegana school ayema Accra recreation say omunko di agro kra keke na Accra ne fa speciality bi o ma yenyi ete the talents ebi ni ho enne what supervise ama the National Accreditation Board obi kechi obi akechin university Ghana ni bia ko school or law now. It's a criminal state. It is a criminal state. But we are not yet a service nation like Dubai. We are not yet a service nation like Singapore. We are not yet a service nation like United Kingdom and for that matter, the UK. And to win your service nation or population now, what do? Educate them on what is called technical vocations. Professionalize them with handcraft. Onsuya and Sanujuma. Let's go back to the history. Chairman Mao of China, or to university for almost 40 years.
40 years.
Almost. Or say, I will not give you political freedom, I will give you industrial freedom. Or local China does. Uskeli wa wasimekun. Muntrasi na munsuya de. And Sanujuma, me here Professor Bi Obeka Brofo. Me pacho. That vision was put into action. That initiative was put into commitment. At the end of the day, Chinese for has a nuclear Chinese language on Timintre. But when it comes to Nsanujuma, not the whole Africa, Emirates, Dubai, or 12 has say I could Dubai to China. On board, no, Sika any flight in so is almost more than $1 million. Emirates to every African country. The same time in the evening. And it is an African country of 54. Shesika yade kwa China to the people that some years ago, 17, 20 years ago, in 1992, Chinese were seen as slaves in the world.
92?
92, yeah, Chinese were slaves of the world. And now, Chinese has risen up to what? To be the top. Our new to meet America, the debt. Itria Kamano. No service. China or democracy? No. Democracy in this regard is full of nonsense. Serious nations, it did not take them one day to achieve democracy. And he said, Archbishop Kase, 4-year mandate in here. I salute him on that.
And he also supported the call, said, yes, a governance system, no. Any
serious country that has made where they are, they didn't have that kind of 4-year mandate. Do you understand me? Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, he broke down what is called the rules of governance. Singapore is a service nation.
Yes.
Multinational. Prime Minister Singaporean, Deputy Prime Minister Indian, Economic Minister Indonesian. Are you getting me?
Singapore now.
Till today, multinationals obian free chrome ho. Yeni product. Blemo wachi ose fa Ghana cocoa bra ho. Oba be company. Now they are feeding to Ghana cocoa but made in Singapore. Now they are good product or service or they are getting tax. Into obi koto cocoa Singapore office or top quality product. A service nation. Dubai bibia hunu ho bia no. Don't believe it. A service nation. We created the platform of adverts. Our advertising the streets. Wa advertise the market just ni Ronaldo mo your friend is saying
Messi mo
ebetina ho man dan e ma chom dan no di chom free Maradona of Argentina the brother kum nipa Argentina de ne ba betina ho no ma che ne dan free to create a certain advert platform say even Maradona te ha into betina ha de dan no say na oje at the end of the day in Dubai 42-year-old British boy in the creative Dubai apart from the oil otu dan or cocoa, or gold, or bauxite, or manganese, what's happening oil account. And yet, the highest economic area, which is Western region, the poorest schools in Ghana, I want a cocoa free. And all Western region, brofo, hopeless. And you are not prepared to educate them because you don't want to educate him. Who are educating our uncle farms? But rather mani papan the mechanical farming implements and kakran beko and conton doctrine. Are you with me? Now, uprising in Ghana, Archbishop said it is not possible in Ghana.
Uprising into me, Ghana.
Ghana can never have an uprising. Note it until we are maybe when we are gone.
We are sure.
I'm telling you, there can be shake-ups, there can be noise. That is why this country is a kingdom and a blessed land. The laws and traditional laws, the traditional rulers, and it stabilizes the people of Ghana, not any Ghana government. Take a typical example. When Otumfuo Asantehene in Kumasi, when he speaks Asantefo Nkoda Obiabeda, and yet is one of the stubborn tribes. Our Nutimi call war almost every region in Ghana, but they listen to their king. Into government will problem ni saying woko kasima womunti but Otumfuo kasa ombeda anamebwa
yes
Otumfuo timi ye ni curfew comply anamebwa
yeah, no correct.
So the Ghanaian citizenry are calm, very calm. And why it is not possible to have an uprising? Very simple. Number one, Ghana did not condemn the tribal settings, tribal unification, cross-tribal marriage. We are number one in the whole of Africa. We marry every tribe, basa, 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 basa.
And other African countries in Nibi.
No. There's a strong demarcation, frontier and barrier in between them. Demarcations, frontier and barrier in between them. We'll go through that when we have time. But Ghana, today, I can say, courtesy to His Excellency Jerry Rawlings' regime in the 90s, in the revolution era, and the government Opulu, the coastal more, the Volta region, and then the what's the name, the Fanti, the Central. Share ewe for our Fanti for Accra, cross tribal. Ne papa ewe ni mami ye Fanti, ne papa ewe. You can count. Share the Ekwapim. Said don't see pen can for. That can for me, I said, Ekwapim ladies. Share the nordness, see Ashanti girls. As I pay Fanti for Kahun. How many nordness official capacity even the north? They don't. But yet, there are a lot of Akans and other tribes who have married from the north. What I say. So when you bring even the marital aspect of the cross settings now, Ghana cannot fight. We can't have an uprising. We can't have a civil unrest. And you one. Two. When you come also in perspective of, say, we live tribes now, the minority tribes, engagement with one another, so omo kontoka. You say, Andani Abudu. Omo kono. Dagati ni biko supportu ye. Dagati ni bi anko Gonja ni bi anko Nanumba bi anko kan anko bi. Kushashi ene mamprusi kono. Cheme wale ni okokun bi. So the Ghana tribes are caged by the traditional settings. So they don't move out of the stream of the tradition and the tribal settings.
Into media me.
So when you nyaku na mo kwa Obiama join if you cannot join, you can't have an escalation. It's as simple as that. Common sense. Ghana paying for women. Who told you say they don't know? In Konya ni Alavanyo, Oma for how many years? Ni ango me. One will say Pando for support. They are 7 kilometers away. How for Kokahu? Peki Wakokahu. Greater Accra region in the 90s, early 90s. Teshi Nungwa omunya fight. Me pacho osuko kobi. Labadi foko ho. Nobody went there. Our traditional rulers have caged the citizens for the government.
And nothing na office ebema uprising aye dey no. But say o share reference or yeah or a reference to Arab Spring.
Meba ho.
Ye hu how we share as in Tunisia.
Meba ho.
Young man been setting the home on fire. Emfa tribe honi bibia na.
Masa. When you go to Tunis,
yes,
the event that happened in Tataouine, Sose, Hamamlef, and those kind of cities, the city Tunisia is a French cultural setting.
Okay.
There is no traditional ruler who calls anybody to say this, but you have Maslachi and the imams. They don't control the public.
Okay.
Ours is different. Remember what I say? In this Tataouine, Libyan border with Tunis, and the boys in the group room, they set themselves and then they started because it's all for all. Yet no, it cannot be because we fear now we free. One kasa mame because kojo de you will stop. So all these things have been made possible for Ghana. Say anything a president, government, all of them obediadia or Philly said the Ghanaians are not proactive when it comes to violence collectively. Baba, young demonstration with Greater Accra have maybe be.
Yes.
Police for the cannon. Country be the water, tenders in air corner, hot water and the goom. Ghana the cold water.
Oh, we sure say cold water.
Cold water. Heat a chrome the heat in Asai. And so Ghana cold water crap police de banu majani. One tear gas to pump Ghana for 2 million. Ubiabe Ghana koda. Election petition now Okroma 2012. The day of the election, Akuko, dog crack or die. The day of the announcement of the election petition.
Ruling, no.
May say ruling, no. Akuko crack or die. That is the cowardness of Ghanaians. And it is not cowardice. The respect.
For your system.
Your system.
No?
And then again, the country Ghana is not owned by the government in terms of landscape. No Ghana government land bi obia no say Ghana government land okotoy opabusa wo mu castle enyane dia Flagstaff House osufo betimaje na say castle osufo castle mbeji no government kopacho yes no mje na pa ho. So you don't have land enti when the betima kwotena bush say oyeku when the betima kwotena bush say oye rebel when the betima kwotena bush so oye separatism. When the betima kote bush, so are you vigilante. When the betima kote bush, so are you a hider or any related operations. It is not possible. President Rawlings, his regime from the 1982 thereabout coming, he succeeded how many coup d'etats? Over 25 coup d'etats. Because the military men could not go and hide themselves in anybody's farms. Achana Niku obayane dansuman ceiling su no mbeku wo mu. Hali Dijuwa, they were rather based in what? Omo ayi Burkina. Allen one Ghana bush. The farmers will come and tell you. Ombaba gongong ngofo bi shatade. So if you have 30 million populated nation, now only one single prisoner who is a political detainee, o problem ne say wuntimi hwe country no. Are we crazy? 30 million population. We need one single fugitive. Say a friend, we need design. Osebonsu. Now Otitogo, he can't come inside Ghana because one thing say Ghana, your panachin say or support to MPP. You be sir. And Ghana has a clear record. We need political prisoner. We need president to be our exile. Cote d'Ivoire or president or them. Burkina or exile president. Kana fa obi to say your friend saying Paul Kagame.
Yeah.
Do you know how many political refugees, political detainees, politicians who are in exile into that country? There is a possibility of future uprising. Congo. Chisekedi Bayan also will remove Omnina because it's your fear. Say Nipansu or family, they will hate the government forever. So they have to release them. Tell me one government official with Diganesika, Chame Baku, our Kotina, Nigeria ese amani mi raha o ma ese ya jom passport nya sa de ni nyina sa de ma wo mu o mtu kwa akoba da bia o ko so ma yare no age no akọ no aba. The law is not made against any elite. The law was made for the poor people, and we comply and we abide. There can say, my resources, your resources. Give a Ghanaian the comfortable and the peaceful life, no leave. Because I cry or what 16 years. Our school dropout. Courtesy to your system, your poor education system. One passing mathematics, one passing English. Unye nipa. That is the country that calls herself learned nation.
So one passing maths, one passing English.
Ghana fit any bia and passing maths. Hairdresser bia failing maths. Shushan bia failing maths. And take thank God Shushan's one day. Nyamia yoma duma nyoma juma. This home na a pastors. Shushan ni bia a pastor now. Na first now sorry omubo dede obaba yobo ayimo and how many now in wo area omnya ni pastors. Yes my lord omna e hihye suit ne pagya wo mu no omde omanyom de ba wo mam to don chin kofre omne busan say de ntin want man to excuse so me faili mass why na 5 times won timi pass slay queen say okroma dodo na na faili mass because when man call polytechnic watch 2 times no for won ko biem. How can you limit the scope, limit the education to block your person because of mathematics and English, and yet ask yourself, say, how many mathematicians have you trained for you to expect them to pass? Do you get me? And our school say you were presec, you were achimota, a home kwa na ukwa we are lucky at or do be abe pass. Now one more need masters. And the master no crow watch that there was some of these secondary schools that across the regions. Master name on mathematics were fairly abepemine and so China then how do you expect the person to pass mathematics? Using it as a benchmark to go to university. Is that not craziness? And a country that fought World War, grounded to naught, flat, Germany, or the 46 years, Ekosiisen in the country, to become one of the top leading powerful economic nation in Europe. Now a flat land after the war. And then I am back on professionalism, not only theoretical profession. Obie what is called house building. Obianko suansa nujuma. Obey lawyer crowd okusun wi anu akwa your lawyer. Because you don't know tomorrow. The Japanese did the same thing. And then they take you for and then China and in Singapore, top quality professionals in the world are Singaporeans. And yet, the resource of this country no only aquatourism. Fish are watching consume. And I've here telling them they are carrying for product. Look a new approach. Now come back to the 4-year term. 4-year term, it is not correct, say, democracy or democratic government is the one that hands over power after 4 years.
Meba 4-year term, so we interest about on the wabu bosso that no back to your educational system. No?
Yes.
And after 62 years of independence, you go so and the ministry now back on reforms be any other. But the kind of reform I wish, you know, not just say and what say ma English, tro and the can. Should not be a measure of intelligence. It is and mathematics and independent me and cha. There should be something in the system about panel. But again, sa for na through system nintino omuni baby ko ebiton dog chains. Just say they are the solution. Broni beka omolusu hope in the system.
Yes.
Omuni baby omoko. Sa for no omonye vulnerable as will be per se odi boni bia obetimi use when I think any baby na archbishop. If you have a intimi and create space and create numa ama safo na omu nyina ye mabunu mojamono a ombetimi aye bibia bia yenso so say besi.
I strongly disagree. It is not like that. The point is that any country in the world that has managed whichever means either the natural solutions politically or the government and answered by the citizens on themselves and ultimately reach the middle belt, you can't have an uprising. You can't have. It is not possible. Ghana had reached middle belt not because of President Kofi.
And by middle belt, middle class.
Middle class.
Okay.
Obia timisha neba. Neba ni benyina. Onye school nko because of failing mass. Obeto dog chain. No de sheni nia. Ento kokum ne ho emane maame ngu. And I gave example say monko mobile money. How much and nkofo bi send 3 CDs and or the command maame or no for a day. Obi send 2 CDs ne maame here only 2 CDs. Send the panel risking a life. The vulnerability, the gullibility will still not affect the mental psyche of a Ghanaian, unless a Ghanaian citizen or turn doctrine so very violent. Politicians in this country have not succeeded in pulling the people to follow them.
We are sure
they haven't been able to. They have not been able to. Yanya elections, it is near death. You and I think say ebeba and tokwe bisi. And then eba, I glow for Jesus. I glow. Ghana former fan a handkerchief white, Eden to Maboniti Kotra Stadium, or Bompaye, politicians say Imam, Maslechi, Yaya Adua, near Bompaye, Christians are so be preaching, just only for the comfortability of our wicked politicians to calm down the pace. And when they get the power, now they come out.
Now, then this culture, Yehunan saying, you afraid of political vigilantism. You used to boys here, Abu Body, and also say politicians didn't succeed. Why is our culture?
How many of them? How many of them? There is no political vigilantism in Ghana. It is not. I've told you, and I said on your program this morning. Whoever uses that word, I'm sorry once again. They are ignorant.
Political vigilantism.
There is no political vigilantism as far as ours is concerned, because the parties that we are having, SWAPO, Southwest African People's Organization of Namibia, they were branded as political vigilantes. ANC, because they had the military wing. We don't have military wing. The people have not defected in the bush. When you have them operating from the bush, you can call them vigilantes. Now, Woma Moko release and call for a court. No, I afraid woman. Obi anko ya hu so nyina ko ebi ni o mi ne maame ne papa ko wa bota abosuit obi o shata wa vigilante. What kind of craziness is that? Aya kronfo ni etire ni wo mu, just to go and then cause mayhem, to disrupt and then create panic. But with that, how many are they? Me are saying, I've told you and I'm telling you and set me on record, Ghana had not been represented by MPP NDC in any form, in any part, not even the CPP at that time. Because now, what happened now? You say Ghana elections, eligible voters, no more you're saying. Population of 30 million, Nipe vote here was just about 9 million.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me, Yancha 9 million ma MPP ni NDC, they are only 9 million. Can they determine the destiny of 21 million Ghanaians? Can they? So it's not MPP and DC that creates this country. You have only eligible voters, only 9 million. You said 12 million, 9 million attendance. Chama MPP and DC, we in for 5, we in for 4. Now we win 5 million, 4 million. And yes, I let here. 21 million Akano. Are they Togolese? Are they Filipinos? So how can 9 million decide the destiny and the fate of 21 million? This is the problem we find ourselves in. Until a government will come, until a president will come and say that my decision and my work will be for the 21 million who could not vote, either being a child or old, who could not get up and vote. And that is how the economy of Europe, that is their interests. The social, the elderly ones, the aged ones, the sick ones, and then also the less privileged ones. That is the social belt.
Meba amba ya baba beshe 4 years government system no said ye o kano ya baba beshe na ya toa so 15 minutes after 3 Ekosiisen so was Sempa 94.7 FM. Mamen Kai o say me hear some segment I de bro dwumadi so no Capfarm discounted Ghana me say Capfarm discounted Capfarm Ghana Limited or more at the discounted electronics any home appliances Ede Aba na fa Nasco Media Samsung Electronics and appliances said ye nimino omona eton papa ne bo nso efo be pacho say ye TV sets, freezers, air conditioners, gas cookers, washing machines de yakeka ho yina Capfarm Ghana Limited ebeboa na ye Nasco 32-inch LED digital satellite TV no 699 Ghana cedis yatebo ne so Kama. 699 Ghana cedis. And Tishan, so am I sound so and 40-inch LED digital satellite TV. Yes, my mini Bluetooth speaker 1,049 Ghana cedis. You have 43-inch LED digital satellite TV. Yes, my free mini Bluetooth speaker 1,349 Ghana cedis. Now we crana then on NASCO 55-inch LED digital satellite curved UHD TV. Ya chow free satellite dish. Asiama free mini Bluetooth speaker. 2,990. That just a new 3,000 Ghana cedis. And you know, where you need just some Cap Farm Ghana Limited. The abre. Inti bomoden na won so ko na woni won enkonkonkudija. Ye 4-star double door fridge. Ya chow iron and as a kettle. Ya can as even blender. 1,050 Ghana cedis. 4-star double door fridge. 1,050. Bomodena Fre 0500 000 105 0500 000 105 and as a 0500 000 106. Now your offices na Adom so Cap Farm Ghana Limited. Your branches Accra Central behind UTC Menaba House. Your branch Achimota Old Station Traffic Light. Dakoman Junction your off the Kaneshi Odoko Road. Dakoman Junction wa obi hu yen office wo eben MTN office wo ehona Legon so ye ne UPS edin hwe ne mu kasoa ye wo Brigade Nungwa Lennox House opposite Brigade Washington Bay. Oya refa ye wo Ghana flag tema Community 4 roundabout. Community 4 Bakadis building na mu amu okuma asenso na ye wo from magazine ene di nhwe ne mu takrade enche ye bebie branch ewo takrade ntimo ncha ne nso emfa emayen Monday to Saturday Cap Farm Ghana Limited ebie 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Must own a brand new quality and affordable home appliance today. Me hear some segment in so Sips Company Limited eboy ne de bre omo na de Sips alata semina aba it's a truly natural soap with effective skincare properties eba in 3 different fragrances. You oriental, vanilla and a lemon. Where made in Ghana product. Ghana hayana ya alata semina ye name no we de ya asesa eni kama ehwam kama we nubi ene samina me use ntimi ama so ahwe ena me di ho adanse e ma honam etimi etoso kama ene chane nso efa emayen upebi ato etu na nso akwakoton a frɛ numbers mienu yi ma me 0244 280 272 0244 280 272 ena 0241 293 726 0241 293 726. Na yewo Sips Company Limited yewo Spintex Road adjacent endpoint and just after Shell signboard ewo no be hu ye company na ewo mo a ebia mo Kaishi Makola area hono yewo shop ewo Kaishi around Old White Chapel, any Old White Chapel, a diner Nina Wakes, a woman, Sips Company Limited, our shop, our ho, into Uo Kaishi na ope further directions are 0244 201 393 0244 201 393 Sips Alata Semina or say the family's choice. The family's choice. And Shannon so ma memfa we entwam na afei yemra ne ora Al-Wahab emra me wie yen komo a yedi Gilly Gold Pharmaceuticals the no ahodo 9 na abadwa so ye wo gidi power eno ye mema edura eboa ema utimi gina na scientifically tested na eboa e boost your immune system boa ekutia sexual weakness, waist pains, back pains and general body pains. Ye wo capsules and ye wo syrup. Gidi power pebinenom gidi mal nenso malaria dura boa ye papa ye wo gidi ko mo am ye matim koko na ha usisi na ye wo ya menstrual pains gidi ko when a gidi cough o bowa o chesty cough hoarseness and their friend sore throat into minimum and ye wo ya pe gidi cough nom na ebeboy 100% purely herbal product. Yeah, Mango Tree Avenue Asylum down offer 0268 988 000 0268 988 000 Many Al-Wahab and a studio, no international diplomatic consultant or advisor to the special envoy of Serbia on African affairs, or science or diplomatic consultant for WCH, We Care for Humanity, one of the biggest UN platforms, an NGO created by the UN, and a diplomatic consultant for Gabon on Russia and Israeli investment. On the no AD and Como. Share a wrap up in the next bare 5 minutes. I said the American Akano and letter NDC National Chairman Etro Erikokoma, President of the Republic Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, efa meet na was NDC ni NPP Asia no. The President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo a reply. Na mensa aka reply ni bi ewaha. Na ekase proposed meeting of NDC and MPP on disbandment of political vigilantism. The position of the NDC. Into way, President Ankasansa Ena Eshasie. I'll be reading the details of this letter for you in the next bare 5 minutes. Many Al-Wahab here. Enti, Al-Wahab, yemfa NC as we wrap this up. Okay, but I'm told, say, was me kind way because say breaking news, no, enti. And the letter, no, specific, say. This is to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 26 February 2019, setting out the position of the National Democratic Congress to the call I made in Parliament in my message on the state of the nation on 21st February 2019 for a dialogue between the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress on the disbandment of party vigilante groups. I am encouraged by the positive nature of the response, indicating your awareness in your own words that, quote, in principle that a serious national effort be made to address this problem once and for all, unquote. And your readiness again in your own words that, quote, we will therefore avail ourselves of the opportunity whenever at the pleasure of your excellency and at a venue convenient for the purpose, unquote. These are, as I have said, encouraging words that reassure the people of Ghana that there is a will to rid our nation of this worrying phenomenon. Before I respond to the substance of your request in your letter, it is important for the record that I deal with certain obvious misrepresentations and misstatement, if not palpable falsehoods, that form part of the letter. Firstly, contrary to your assertion, no evidence has been established at the ongoing short commission about the sponsorship by the New Patriotic Party of vigilantes into the national security system. No such sponsorship has taken place, and none will take place. In any event, it is surely prejudicial to the work of the Commission for citizens to start drawing conclusions on the material before the Commission, prior to the Commission making its own findings and recommendations on the matter. Secondly, neither the government nor the ruling NPP have made any plans to, quote, recruit party thugs for the 2020 general elections, unquote. No such directive has been given, nor will any such directive be given, and no such recruitment is taking place. Neither the NPP nor I need political party thugs to win the 2020 election. We will do so on the basis of our record, our argument, and our values. On the matter of the impact of the dialogue on the work of the short commission, I see no conflict, and I cannot see how the work of the commission can be compromised by a voluntary dialogue between the two main political parties in our country. Now to the substance of the letter, you have made two requests. Firstly, to extend the call for a disbandment not only to the NPP and the NDC, but to, quote, all political parties, civil society organizations, representatives of the media, representatives of the military, police and other security agencies, as well as other relevant stakeholders, unquote. I am not aware of any vigilante groups that are associated with any of these bodies, as your letter suggests. Political party vigilante activity in the country has unfortunately been associated with the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party. I thus see little basis for your request. Secondly, your request for mediators and facilitators of the dialogue. I am dismayed, and I believe that the Ghanaian people share my dismay, that the two parties who have dominated and continue to dominate the politics of the Fourth Republic, who between them have garnered at least 95% of the vote in each of the 7 general elections of the Fourth Republic, who have provided all 7 governments of the Fourth Republic, who are the only parties currently represented in the 7th Parliament of the Fourth Republic, cannot meet to dialogue on matters of our nation's governance and political culture without the intervention of outsiders, including foreign entities, no matter how well-meaning. I had hoped that the proposed meeting would be without preconditions on either side. I am aware that Mr. Freddie Blay, chairperson of the NPP, has made an initial contact with you about the holding of the proposed meeting. My own view is that that meeting should take place as soon as possible, and all matters ventilated there, and the outcome of the meeting or meetings will be appropriately addressed. It is important that we trust in our own capabilities to resolve our own problems. Government stands ready to provide a venue if it is the wish of the parties. Once again, I thank you for your letter, and I'm hopeful that we can all work together to achieve a positive result for our country and spare it the unnecessary consequences and traumas of vigilantism. Yours sincerely, signed Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic, the National Democratic Congress National Secretariat, Accra, into the copy, and the chairman of the NPP and chairman of the National Peace Council are all copied in this reply from His Excellency the President. President replied to the NDC National Chairman, Samuel Ofoswampofo, and Ayakai Munsem Ede Amamo. Quite an interesting letter.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
FM. As we wrap up, some message that we say Ghana is one of the countries workers can't produce or work. Cannot contribute money for their pay. Such nation has no future. That point is not very clear, but I guess your message has been read. Said you're sending. Good afternoon, Mr. Obi. I hope you're doing great. I always listen to your program, but very unfortunately, this is my first time making a contribution on your show. Whatever the man is saying is 100% true, and I pity Ghana, 62 years independent country. Oh, Mother Ghana, when? My name is Evidence from Awushi. Good morning. This is Susie from Stafford, Virginia, listening to you live on Hope for Life Radio. I'm very thankful and proud to be a Ghanaian. After 62 years, we still have peace. God bless. Into the peace we enjoy, and Ofi say, the big thing for her. Obi, enough of the historical talks. Tell the man in your studio he should allow Ghana to celebrate its birthday. What does he has to offer? Every occasion we get people talking rather than showing their contributions. Gastiman Ewo Brekum. I am Frank from Nkoko, Abipotia. This is an example of the people some of us have wanted on radio, not the usual NPP NDC communicators who are always defending the indefensible. Thank you so much. Thank you too. Obi, I'm very surprised about the vast knowledge this man has. We need men of his kind, not only his educational background, but a man full of wisdom and common sense. Please ask him where and how did he get all these knowledge. Clark Ewu Usu. Well, good afternoon, Obi. I'm Ebenezer from Kwabenya Welder Junction. I'm really enjoying the interview today. Kudos to you. These are the kind of people you need to bring to the studio so they educate and conscientize most of us about politicians. He has made your work so easy because he's not a politician. Obi, this is the kind of person we need anytime there is tension in the country for him to educate us better. He has a lot to share with us Ghanaians. Sorry for this. Most of our politicians are a disaster to the peaceful country of ours. Tema, plus minus. Nedia or de Abba enono. Al-Wahab,
yes.
As we wrap up on this, because say we have a constitution at the year, Juma.
Yes.
Matise Biaka say at the heart of your problem as our mind, a constitution at the year, Juma Sisia. If you can be a cranker, Yensa constitution, no. What can says have 4 years cycle at the Ebeco elections, I see about the multi-party democracy as it were, no. And Shada MYN.
Yes.
Adentia.
One, or the 1 year, 2 years, and a day in a political campaign. Now, what are my promises? And the promises is to engineer the people to vote for them. The promises are unattainable because they cannot deliver. Into a babetrasia. Now, what the French will say the coupe de calic, that is cut and slide. Yeah. So they will do the cut and slide. It means that Obama village ever promised me water. But when during your tenure, you could not provide the water. But then you come with the next defense and say, this time no man to me, next time farmer me. What are you talking about? It's misrepresentation. Because 4 years no you in the campaign, 2 years no they are in the campaign, what about government no? Or the 1 good year, 6 good months, now I establish most of them until the government.
Former government
on former government under 6 months. And the time is not stopped. The time is running. In Jeffrey what in the government. Over 6 months, after no best started. Until they are in a haste. A him fan we can't we. A hand can't we. No must say you should the same time so or yet Thanksgiving. For heaven knows, for God knows how. What campaign? What deliver messages? Or flagship program in our party manifesto. You don't need to come back to me and thank me for voting for you. Thank you for what? You don't need to go to the sitting room to go and thank them.
And yet,
it is a complete waste of time and a waste of money. Thank you, no call or the Wasican Echo. Or the minimum music and sell the court will move with the state resources into the 4 months backward. Thank you around the regions. 1 year, Juma. Then we enter the second year. Or say last year, it was the beginning. Give me this year. We don't say 1 year and our boss are now ended. Because of what? The laziness and the lazy approach of all our governments, including the current one, including the previous one, the past one, etc. And he said, Onim said the worst case scenario, Ghanaians abroad, at the cash beba, Ghanaians abroad, at the imports, ebeba, any Ghana for ma or no year illiterate, 1 year school papa, or failing mathematics, and so to me import to 20 containers, or budgeting a tax, being the only credible source of the government's income. Apart from the cocoa now benyahuska. Only the income was because you need. You see what the thing is? Until the laziness now comes to set in, say now let me go and penalize the people, tax them because Ghanaians will not cry. Ghanaians will make noise, they will not be on the street. And I've told you why we cannot be on the street. Until thankfully, no, Oman is very strategic and they know the dimensions, the demographics of the thinking of Ghanaian. Oh, yeah, they into so much power ni wia no the power no well sorry ananka minim say me no mienu you preach the mercies and the grace whilst the mercies will just take care of our sins and forgiveness, the grace will talk about our prosperity, etc. Now the grace and the mercy doesn't come in. Now they go back for the hope. Let's go back to the church into omu duomu nyina akogu church now a president and as a government why free. Now the church will take over. Now the pastors will take over. No, I promise the people with hope. This is the hope that we are living on. Our life will not be the same. Tomorrow, now the bunch it is still the same. Country, yetimi, oh yeah, program, more high, some way advert, we are standard boss for Timbaka say. Anom yeah. Edentina government meeting na pastor bi ana imam bi ana malam bi ka che say or ton success pen enti ma obano na meto pen one from passing exam for heaven's sake a him fan yes ade no and no government talks country ben and na government president parliamentarians ne ba 2-year-old child de ne banka ho ne 2-year children o da kra ne be admit say or ye before and there is no law to stop that. And yet, so we advert or radio, Nessa drinks and I be now. See about one name. How on earth? 4-year mandate, we don't need it. Look at, they should look at once again the constitution. Bear in mind, say the drafters of the constitution at that time, it was in the heat post-revolution era. It be certain factions, certain thinking went in to protect SYZ system. Thankfully, you will peace said or baby kind. You're very violent people. And what do? Let's go back. Drawing constitution, things that we have to look at. You protect your interior, protect the defense, protect your agric, protect your economy and protect greatly the education, because that is to give up the backup. So the constitution must even go into to deal with the education system. There were certain countries like Thailand, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Sri Lanka or exported nurses to Dubai. We're expecting nurses to your friend is saying Saudi Arabia. We're expecting exporting nurses to Saudi Arabia, and then all those in the Middle East and other countries of the world. Busa omo say omo models of recruitment of training nurses to export them. Some nurses no omo pass mathematics from Krumana. Entity vocational schools specialize in one entity. The universities now what? I was starting to be a theology university and now or a PhD in law. For what? Into your universities, Pentecost, Central, this, Tech, about 200 universities across border Ghana. Obi any speciality. And you should take me say, some person me call nursing. I should have one school or the school specialized in nursing, nothing more. So if you train them, the country have enough and the country can export. Because this one professional is bought all over the world regardless. Australia call Omo platform, national adverts. Omo pen nurses in the world. National Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Philippines are Omo Koho. And these are the constitution that we are looking at. And then look at the mandate. 4-year term, no, the presidents cannot, because they say Nanado after next year by this time, no, or by starting the campaign. Into one district, you know, one dam, one house, one helicopter, one family, one man, one wife, we cannot finish any fault because he will be in a haste. Obey now there is disaffection. So people have started now talking.
The Archbishop Kasanka, yenya some kind of a coalition government.
Yes.
Now the division a year free ho yama 20-25 years.
Because that is how most of the countries now almost setting the pace. The United States and then they didn't start 4-year mandate, no.
So our consistency.
The kingdom system, Saudi Arabia, who my election ho, Dubai election ho, and so more. And what is the meaning of democracy? You haven't democratized the economy. How do you democratize only the fingerprint of the people? Democracy in us, with us, and only with the finger. That time nothing more. Democratize education. Me wa don't be sorry, but I'll bring it in. Your friend ko yampuma, or Frankfurt, German, me call Honameda. Me ni ko me Papa, enkradu ho. I'm sorry. Before mu kai no, very bad. Kojena or failing mathematics are so they call Germany. Can you imagine? And yet he's a brilliant young man. Maybe no other qualities in other things. But because of mathematics in T, Kojo failing maths or failing English. So you have to go to Germany. So the Ghana system is that if you cannot pass maths, you cannot pass English. You have to find your way, sell dogs, be on the street. When you acquire Kofad Sahara Desert, now do the remittance. Never show a bushing for now government in that because there's no social system. Now what idea about wasabe taxo? No, only they are tall and cruise at them. Never what I said.
Yes.
Because till today, I find it amazing and very worrying. Say a Ghanaian or the United States of America. Now on what be a company? What be a company? Or UK? Ghana for all over Germany, women attitude Juma, stores, any shops are and for year Juma. And yet, or backroom ha, or your Ghanaian, or Kachi, or Kakasa Bia Dagbani, or Bibia, or on resident permit from farmer woman. Go to immigration and check.
What I would want to do is say, maybe say, me be phone lines, never calls, Kakra. Nyameya Adoma would get you in studio again because in common Ede. And I wish we could continue remembering it. And my main fat calls kakra bear me no me and sabi na afi yenhwe enya okwan nti ubeti me
it's opposite me TB
0302216545 0302216546 Ekosiisen so ni on Asempa FM Al-Wahab and the no ewo studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Obi.
Me ba chon hwan ni
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Jampa o kasa fre hen
Akosia.
Mamintio.
Obi. Papa na wo studio hono. Ha, ano permittio no Adom FM. Na papa ni timo bobi o nye and then the first time. NDP NDC ni abrewom papa won follow political party e beto abama no me say omu nyina parties ni bo mu dwamanum papa o ya tuma no anya hekura ye pe
Ekosiisen
obi papa na kasa papa ni trouble be hey no ni papa won say ni pe bi say so say Ghana ha no say o show bo ba man say bia ni aman bia ono mo ye adwuma but any pe bi say na ntia o me obi so kan na no kra o first message na read ni pa no ka policy na obey you one say Emerson na buy na titunti me nya this nya obi abakra me nto e ma hia me time because politicians they are places on our mind obi amenti dey wanya ko podnya adwuma me dey na
me da se me ne ma me mfa ni pa fofri Ekosiisen so ni good afternoon
Obi na what is saying
nya me Adom me ho ye pa na won e
Yesu intimate say Yesu boni first driver
ma me nti o me ne
opanin no aya no hon de nya me nshira no obi geni pa se nya na ka do ba FM so a ombeka la me nipa akoma adnya asobu
Ekosiisen on
Simba
FM.
Bano wabeka kuma tunsa ngu ave papa ile kasa o ana wana kasa maybe
hello oh too bad wa homa no ate ma me hwe mfa ni pa fofro good afternoon
Obi na wi ampo muti se
nya me Adom me ho ye pa pa cho hwan ni
Ebenezer kwa benya wada junction
eben me ntie we
ene de mami nto nyame nhira ngu so na ene de pa Al-Wahab papa odi ne ba de wa kan sen ma ase me kuma atomyem ena me nso me gidi se ama wa adwuma no side akoye on say na on say nyina ye ka we on say aba ni sa no MPP no NDC so these are kind of the people I say mo media men no mo hwehwe na mo mpa mo metina radios na mo nka aboto yesem na NDC MPP ni eya do so tuma because nyama e ko bonya we if we have such people, they will be able to educate us. Because most of them air course, Ghana, Ayabasa, BC Basa, na politicians, and me especially, democracy there is very expensive. And we should air course now, Ghana, no, it is not democracy that we need. Because we just imagine about only 9 to 10 million per NAA politician. Then the rest of us, every time that these such people will be dictating for us, then things will be getting rotten. Mama, Yaminko and Shannon Cannon, all money, Nimdia Mudo, bring a ben na radio station be about finding who be on. We will just say the truth as it is. Yamisha Obi.
Okay, ma menase na menhwe mfa another caller. Good afternoon.
hello good afternoon obi
Me ba cho hwan ni
da obi na namu akuni
na namu akon ma ye ntie we
obi na namu abaso papa na ya mi shira na yo kase pa papa na ba si yo de e papa ko fa no we obi
yeah na namu akon
papa say ye ba di o ma we su a to me no o adwen papa ne asem no ka say ye party ya na say mo bi ni akonya so be 25 years no obi aso kan ya say papa o now so ni pa be na ko say 25 years now so before be for so no be ya adwuma no e be ya gridia na mo na nkoyi so papa yo ka say wa adwen papa o now so what to system me na so be say ye ni o de ato adwuma bia no a ho e na ko pay sika nso ni tuma nya den na say wa ma nem na o be na nya adwuma obi eyeye yan na gana for that ye mpesa so obi beta kumya so the change ba any to aba mawo any say mawo any say party de ne ba ni na o tie party nso asem ye party ni beka ye o say party ni interest say adia obi dina kuma so na so be no no kwa na pa na ko na so no pa o me no to me pefla le say party system say ye di enim kanti ana na ko na sa kede esi ye obenya MPD pa ya to aba man so ko 7 nation na o sem da man no that's all the most stage say maybe by man on test on print you and I say I na by the bench on test na de ko dem ba de be bom ti me fo no so obi ye na ha je how man no I mean person be so to obi na e do so chiri bye bye
ma me na say me nia Ekosiisen so ni good afternoon
Honorable Obi
yes
the bacho yahuza ni me trepisu
oh yahuza me ntie we
obi wo hu ye ka say Ghana ye wo nimdie fubi wo ho na nimdie na echi na say wonya ne osan suro nyame kan wo obi na wewie se wuti abranti kasa sika ni fanum etwa ha kanya sansem wow na nipa sa no amba mbe ye politics that on and up when say na uba na nka ba beji position bi and found the political party ne ya support to and say wonyansa wa wonyas utie ni kasa o nipa bia we tutu akwanya we sue nyama bebre na obie me pacho yen pai fulu bi so so tutu kwansa e ko woni e ko so amanoni but
ni ebenya yenkwa yebedi adan akasi akasa akasi embank akasi empracha akasi yedidi jamafu yenso nyame obedi anu odi owu a efa no ho abrobeye wata nkwa owu atemu da na nyame bebi saw papa ni nyame sha wo say ombre suna me man fried rice be you
mate medase papa good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Obi na pom tu se.
Nyame adom na wo so
Nyame adom o. Uni o musumru ni do ma ben.
Mamintio.
Nyame sha na juma pa o ya magan. So, nyame sha papa no abante no akasa pa. Na mom Obi, on say lecture no bi. Ya, sa wo ko university say na say wo ko tra ho sa lecture we yo ma bebre tin. But when the one chere enema potinia, I was their present here, but as o mine no. Yeah. Everything. We identify problems, but what's the solution?
Or the no concluding remarks. Why?
But maybe a person made the son in the answer say Ghana a problem, and yet demand and supply, and I say import and export, and am I problem? Our main problem no, policies and implementation. Policies and its implementation.
Ekosiisen on
dollar across no. Because say the government here embra policy be announced embra say dollar nobody can hold and say there should be a limit. You cannot save certain amount beyond certain amount of dollar. I'm telling you, sir, you will see the number of the amount of dollar that will circulate in this country. And yeah, amount for and yes dollar now. Akosoro and yet the problem is say maybe amount for pay too much. People have called it and they want to sell it to get more. A greediness in the dollar and akosoro. So they say, "Ente never be over." Fine, we buy a lecture or my conclusion, but then Americano demand and supply and import and export and yet the problem of Ghana policies and implementation.
Many amen so medase me father's final call na media see. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me ba cho hwan no manya no
Papa Jiri Permitsman.
Mamintio.
No, that I said now this abe Papa. Akasa fine, wa church and never be. Also continuous government say yeah, Rory so but now so from 2 to
2000 on Asempa FM.
And I'm check here. Inti bi anya abai betina so tete na ede sister baba. Check here.
You mate medase papa yentumi emfa calls no ebio ma yenhwe na yenra pay up Al-Wahab ye benya obio in studio because na me will we be about Ghana becoming the aviation hub. And Opena will can why the national airline and they are the airport. But maybe we'll get deeper into something.
We have to treat that topic.
Who conclude, Ebiaka say yes, we identify problems, solution there in 2-3 minutes.
In 2-3 minutes, one. Policies is what our education seeks to achieve. You know how to write. Theoretically, we draft the best policies. All international organizations in the world, including the United Nations and all the umbrella groups, Ghana forehead. Good policies advocates. But the implementation, because the education is not practical, implement. What are some of the policies? Government news 2-3 items. Solution for country Ghana is not about developing or going into all your mineral resources. Leave the goal to set. Mabroni bianco. Timber, leave it to be there. Na enyini. Are you getting me? Cocoa, common water. Any nyama bia ye betimi no yemfa ye energies emfa alcohol. Papa, how on earth uwo cocoa board only farms Côte d'Ivoire over 500 miles farms cocoa 500 miles. So when we are talking about the problem of a farmer, Ivorian government understand.
Yeah, but because of our land tenure system, what do you need different from here?
Because the government the same thing. So you buy the land, buy the land. Said they will pay land would person the koye military camp to land no. To land ni bi. Ghana land is cheap. Ewe kurase emfa land ni yehwe. Moreover government neto. Never ye farms. Na Guinea Equatorial Guinea. Our company A company B company 3.
Your history with state farms, no a disaster.
That is what is disaster. That is why we are saying that it's only the foolish man who does not think and change. Why can't we change? DR, Dominican Republic. Eric Reid, Google him. He has one man, the biggest cocoa farms in the whole of the Caribbean world, the North American belt. Oyeni BBR or the cocoa tourism. SAS produces Pengola chocolate over the whole United States. Look at the value. Your president Ben preach here added value chain. Me pacho ekrana se no wakwa command tractor say one single tractor enye adwuma community farms. Na onkodo obi afu ma no. How can you buy Land Cruiser for state officials? You can't buy one tractor and give to the community where the cordon afu na where the cordon so that the children can also stay and help their parents. Akraba na modern day onim phone use a woka so mfa cutlass nko tenwe mo nkodo na wo meka no. Who do that? And who does that? So the point is that we have to set up the priorities of one comma or two more resources. Naladu doesn't need to tell us things that we can do all. He should not waste his time too much. On concentrating on one. So cocoa nyami top priority. Okay. When the country is generating income and you're talking about hard currency, it affects and everybody is happy. Me pacho what you say? What's the youth in cocoa farming? President Mama can be. President Kufo can be. Youth in cocoa farming. Then you dama youth in some cocoa farms. And then ane papa wo. When the best papa who oti cocoa farms na obe encourage you better than papa kurase. So you are having a city and cities that urbanization is hitting you, and you are sitting there looking. And timelessly, we have a lot of policies. Policy ben ye new krumha. Agencies ben ye, commissions ben ye. Which one of them? Because the Panawati Commission does not understand. Until Japan for say. The only Japanese who will be a minister of agric must be a farmer or farmer's son. In Japan, who papa nyekuenia who need minister of agric. No.
Al-Wahab, I wish we could continue. I honestly wish we could. But I assure you, see a better time now at Waso. Minya Kranka, Hotna holiday, no. We'll talk again. We'll talk after the show now. Share what we can do. Why? Okay. Yeah, that's a point. I mean, sure. The feedback has been awesome. I mean, I'm out for
my submission is imagine. I don't my views. I represent the views of everyone. Obia share. And for me, I stand in the middle. I don't really. I feel sad. We have one country, and we have a country that has a good citizens. Ghanaian citizens
are very good.
Are too good. For say, with regardless of our poverty. Yesha ye nuamo obi hwe ni nua obi ti abrochi onu amu no ontimi makrum ha o hwe nipa more than 30 onware ntu o hwe ni nua aware ni nikunu. Such a country, and you are president or you are leader, you are politician, you have to take care of yourself because these are citizens. Mama, the fact is that Ghana cannot go on the street. Into problems is all punishing Ghanaians.
Al-Wahab,
I'm happy independence.
Bye. You were saying the Ekosiisen was 94.7 FM, and yeah, the kind of breaking news. No, Abremo, President Adom Akufo-Addo, na reply to the NDC national chairman Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo. Amongst other things, no President Aka and say. Okay, letter into detail. Yabeshana, yenya reaction from the camp of the NDC, but specifically on request mienua NDC national chairman say ankebeya anka omanpenyin ensign entonsa apart from MPP ni NDC no yenhwena all other political parties, civil society organizations, representatives of the media, representatives of the military, police and other security agencies, as well as other relevant stakeholders in the Emra meeting in Mubi. President Aka say onyini say any of these institutions are mabobosui say other political parties, civil society organizations say omono vigilante ni wamodi won ho agimubi. na ono egidi said the chairman of Swamp for Eka no say eba vigilante no man dey NDC ni MPP ni di mu ntintiman enti president chiremu a sa request say other parties emrem ni ade no ono ogitumu a enhyeda enyeyi ebio waka say NDC chairman na request say anka mediators bi na say ekuo bi ebegina mfimfin to say peace council money ada na anka mumra megina mfimfin enhwe ema meeting enko so president say ya ne wawa say sa wo hwe NDC ni MPP a ye ba fourth republic if 92 eba no election bi ebe ko bia and parties mienu itiminya 95%. 7 government ayenya in the fourth republic na if party mienu na aba ye kasai ene wo parliament a parties mienu ipe ena ewo MPs ewo parliament in the end wawa says sa two parties entumi entnase say ye hu say ade we na enko ye entnase ne yen ka adwen mom na nka ye nhwe kwan ye befa so apɛ ne poma sibre in the president say anka obepese parties mienu na nkonko tnase na omonhwe ni won hu nkomo o kire say wate say NPP chairman Fred Blay ahye nkomo bi ase a one chairman of Swamp of ADA say ankomu mienu ebetimi ehia ato adwen in the president say anka obepe say sa meeting no anka numom emra so na emmoa bia anka ono nso de beboa efa venue omo de be meeting ne sa anuma anka obetimi provide ama sa meeting no etumi akozenti say ubo letter no a reply ode kokoma eyo for Swamp of no tofa de ewom basically eno ena osase no ochiremu ansem bia ofoswampo for chairman eka ye ewo ne letter nim no na ono enhyeda ene no enye adwen na ohwa waka se NDC chairman eka se as state security agencies no NPP vigilante boys ni bia kwa akohyehyem there's a ban na pia won e de won ahyem omampanyin se commission no nhwehwemu omo ye enya de a evidence bia ba betodwa say aban ne de nkofo bia kwa akohye state agencies mu a omo ye vigilante groups no aka say enya de aban no aye bibisa na enya de omo ye bibisa da ni nyina e wo sa letter yi mu enti mamenye wei emra meba yebekọ na yakwa akwaje reactions from the NDC. National Communications Officer of the party is on standby. Yakwa abane ne Ora Samejemfi edi nkomo a generate actions say letter yomonsa can reply from the president omonsa ka biana na omo jenesen yebedi sa nkomo no after this short break.